Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, depending on your geographical location. It's me, Tracy Dele, your sister. Today, I want to be preparing Ogbono soup. Here is my Ogbono. I have blended it already. Let me quickly show you around all the things I will be using to prepare this ogbono for today. Sorry guys, I have to cover up with transparent cellophane to prevent fly from perching on each, and it's not good for us. So I will unseal it now so that you guys will see everything. Let me quickly unseal it. You see, I have to cover everything so that flies will not perch on it. All right, here we go. So here is my ogbono already blended. Here I have cow beef, fresh, and here I have my fresh spinach. This fresh spinach, I've already cleaned everything, ready to go into the pot. Here is my borokoto, cow leg mixed with momo, and the next here is the cow stripes, that is shaki. Here I have my dried prawns, that is a yenita. Here I have my already washed dried bitter leaf. I can't prepare my ogbono without bitter leaf. I'm sorry. I'm just adding this fresh spinach for some reason. I love adding spinach to my food. So after the dried prawns, the next is smoked fish already washed. I've deboned it. Next online is my blended crayfish. Then here I have my ogiri, that is our native mangi. Here I have my blended dried pepper. I have salt to taste. I have my 3 seasoning cubes. Here I have my fried banla. This is also known as meluzo. So here are the things I want to be using to prepare my ogbono soup for today. Stay tuned, my people. You will enjoy it. My people, there's another logic. Here is you see how greenish this water looks? Is the water I used to wash the spinach. I sieve it because I have to add pour hot water to reduce the liquid from the spinach. So here is it. I will be using it as part of my seasoning to season this meat. So first thing I want to be doing now is to quickly place our pot. Oh, lastly, here I have my red oil. Sorry guys. Okay, I have to put on the heat now and place the pot. Okay, here is go. Place the pots. Then I have to add first the cow beef, as you see. I have to. Then here is the spinach water. Yes, I will use it to boil the whole meat. So like this cow leg is almost half done, so I'll be adding everything at a time so that it will all cook together. The next now is the cow stripe, which is the shaki. Then next I will be adding here is the salt and the seasoning. I will be adding the 3 seasonings at a spot and salt. Sorry, the seasoning, salt, pepper, and the ogiri. I'm adding everything at a spot. Then we'll have to cover. Oh, sorry guys, before I will cover, I will also have to show you, this is also another stock I extracted from the fish. That fish that you saw that I fried, when I pre-boiled it, I extracted this stock out of it, and also the stock I extracted from this dried prawns and this smoked fish. It's all together here. So there's another logic in you cooking and giving your food a special taste. You don't just throw everything away. If not, you will have to lose the taste. Then I can just add little water. You can see the combination of the whole stock I use. Then for me to get a faster pressure on the cooking, I have to cover up with a pear sheet first, like this, before I will have to, so that the heat will penetrate faster. Then I'll cover it up. Then we leave it to cook for some minutes. While we leave that to start cooking, we have to put the ogbono. You have to put on another burner, bring it to a very least heat. You can see it's very low. Then you place your ogbono there. Then you have to, it's time, oh my god, it's time to add the oil. Oh, see this oil as it gets egg. Hey, oh boy. So when you add the oil, gently you just have to stir. I don't like frying my ogbono first in the down of the pot before I add things. So just with a low heat, you just have to melt the ogbono like this, stir it. Hope you can see that. The reason why you do this is to make sure that the ogbono has no lumps, those big lumps, before you adding it to your soup. It's just to melt the lumps in there, to make everything more free. So that is the reason why you have to put it on a low heat to dissolve gradually with oil. So while we wait for this to cook, we also stir this at the same time. All right, it's time to check on it now. You have to open and pull off the fair paper. Wow, it has cooked for some minutes, so we have to check, give it a stir. Then right away I want to be adding the fish. Yes, the fish. Who cooked the chop? Let me eat one. I'm busy eating. Don't mind me or my people. So I have to add the fish now. Add the fish. Give it a stir. Then I'll have to add next the prawns. Everything is just little. Let me add little water to rinse the plate. So after adding the prawns, I'll have to add oil first. Yes, I'm using the last bottom of the oil, of the old oil I have in the house. Then I'll have to add again from this Ogbono with oil the waka. So after adding oil, you have to stir. Then before I will add the bitter leaf. After adding the bitter leaf now, I won't stir it. I will have to cover it to continue cooking. That is the logic about bitter leaf. So I'm adding my bitter leaf. As you hear, na bitter leaf. So if you don't know how to add it to your soup, you will taste the whole bitterness. So after adding the bitter leaf, it's time to recover it to continue cooking. At this point, I just have to cover it to continue cooking. Yes, it has cooked for like 2 minutes. So I want to be adding the fish, this smoked fish. Then I'll stir. Our ogbono will soon be ready, my people. So we'll leave it to cook for another 3 minutes. Alright, it's time to add the ogbono now. So learn how to save your fish where you are using fish. You are adding fish to your cooking. So I have to remove the whole fish so that I will not lose the whole fish in the process of turning the soup. Okay, so now we'll be adding the ogbono just like this. You now bring down the heat. Yes, you see, even you can hear it from the pot sound. So you add the ogbono just gently like this on a low heat. While you are adding your ogbono, it has to be on a low heat. Then you stir. Bring the heat to the very least. Then you stir. At this point, it's time for me to add the blended crayfish. I have time of adding the whole ingredients while I'm preparing my soup. There is time for all. So I added the ogbono, then I added immediately the crayfish, then I'll continue stirring. I'll have to stir very well. As you can see, the ogbono is very slippery and is thick. So at this point, when you need to add water, it's time for you to add water, because you see, so that looks very slippery. So I'll be adding water because it's down too thick, because we have to leave it to boil, to cook for another few minutes. So right away, I want to be adding water. Not too much, so that you won't lose the slippery fancy of the ogbono. So at this junction, I will be adding back the fish. Yes, we need the fish to penetrate now. Everything we have to incorporate. Then you adding the fish back, you just slightly stir. Then you leave it to continue cooking for another few minutes on a medium heat, not high. Ogbono need to be cooked. Okay, so we have to raise the heat up to a medium heating. Hope you see that. So we have to leave it to cook for another few minutes. Last thing we'll be adding that is remaining is the spinach. Adding the spinach, just 1 minute, we have to drop the pot. Yes, if you are preparing ogbono and it's not bringing up bubs, you know that is not ogbono. Sure, you can see that. Wow. So my people, that is how I prepare my today ogbono. It's really impressive. The thing is impressive. A draw. Wow. So lastly, my people, it's time to add my spinach. Just like this. Your kitchen is your number one first aid. Whatever thing you eat, add to your well-being. Okay, so this spinach is optional. If you don't like, you can just add only bitter leaf, but me, I decided to mix. I added bitter leaf, and just to grease it well. I love seeing the greenish look of the spinach. That is why I added spinach. And it supply lots of iron. Una know now. So that is my ogbono soup for today. So now I will leave it to cook for like 1 minute before bringing it down. Okay, guys. All right, my people, our ogbono is ready. It's time to put off the heat. I love you all, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking your time to see how I prepare this delicious soup. I have to put off the heat now. All right, you see that? Although my camera might not be that bright, but let me try again. Here we go. That is it. The ogbono is ready. All right, guys, love you all. Bye bye. You can eat this with any swallow of your choice. All right, bye.